So, hello everyone. Welcome to the day one of learning how to build the chatbot. And basically, how we will go. We will go step by step. Step by step means today will be the introductory session, and today will be discuss how will be the structure of our project, and basically how we will go through it. Okay, and there are various files pertaining to this project. Okay, because there are app.py file, requirement.txt, config.txt. Again, when we are developing some chatbot, okay, so basically we need to store somewhere, right? So basically there are certain files, and those files should be arranged in a proper way. So what I have did, I have made a Google Doc. Okay, in that particular Google Doc, I have stored the information. I have written the information step by step. Okay, step by step. Why? Because we will be following these things throughout our project, and basically we will take 1 week, 2 week to complete this project. Why? Because there are 7 to 8 files are there, right? And each day we will discuss about one file, or for a couple of days we will discuss only about a one file, one.py file. Okay, we will discuss about that. We will discuss how to implement it. We will discuss about the errors which you guys are facing while implementing that particular thing in your code. And again, one thing, that the link of my Google Doc. Okay, hi Viswajit, thank you for joining. Am I audible to you? If yes, then reply with the thumbs up. Okay, so basically how we will be going it, we will be just now, today is the introductory session. Okay, so the Google Doc link, thank you. So the Google Doc link, what I will be doing, I will be providing in the description, in my the description of this video, right? And also one thing, I want you to comment your mail ID as well, because that Google Doc is not public. So if you will comment your Gmail or your ID through which you are accessing that particular file, so what will happen, it will be easy for me, it will be easy for me to give you the access. Okay, I can't make the file public so that everyone, I just want that person who is dedicated to learn these things. For that particular person, certain files should be public, right? So obviously I will give the access to those. So just write your mail ID on the comment section, and they will and then you will also, yeah, and then you will also get the particulars of that particular thing. Okay, so now what I will do, I will just share my screen, and we will discuss how will the structure of this project will go. Okay, so just give me a second. So you can see here, means like, one more thing I wanted to discuss is that previously in my Python sessions, means like the session which I do every day, in that what I tell you guys to use Spider, right? Why I tell you guys to use Spider? Because you are beginner. But here means like I personally use VS Code, and that's upon up to you guys. Means like I've been coding since my class 9 standard. Okay, so I am just familiar with VS Code, so I just use VS Code for my coding purpose and for any deployment purpose. Okay, so here what I will be doing, I will be using VS Code for the same. And also we will be using some prompt engineering. We will be using some black box AI tools as well. Okay, so we will be looking into that as well. So now let's start with the things. And here is my doc which I have prepared it. Okay, and you can see here I have prepared it step by step. I've written all the basics code, all the basic code which is needed for that. Okay, I will be explaining one by one all of those, but I'm just making you go through it. Okay, these are all the things, and these all things needed to be done. Okay, so first of first, whenever you are deploying some chatbot, okay, whenever you are making a chatbot, or whether it's a chatbot, or whether you are building some deep learning models or any models, okay, so you have to obviously deploy into some cloud, whether it's AWS, Python, anywhere, but you need somewhere some tools should be there so that you can deploy it. You can deploy it, right? So what we will be using here, we will be using Streamlit, okay. Again, what is Streamlit, again, it's a free open source, right? We can deploy our models into Streamlit successfully, and Streamlit also provides us the necessary things. Means, like, for example, basically this is an AI project, but again, if you are into some data science project as well, so within that project, what you need with some front end tools like CSS, JavaScript, you need to know all these things. Again, being a data science student, you don't have to master the front end topics, right? So for that purpose, Python has a library, has a module named as Streamlit, and we use Streamlit to make that particular operation smooth, so that you don't have to learn anything from scratch for the front end part, okay. So the front end basically in data science is a little bit, you don't have to know much, but again, you should have a basic knowledge ki, okay, what this particular header files do, what this particular tags do, okay. You should have a knowledge, you shouldn't have a deep inside it, but basics, okay. So our structure of the chatbot will be like app.py. What is basically app.py file? App.py file is the main file in which we will be working, we will be deploying the codes, we will be writing the codes, what's needed to be done inside that chatbot, okay. So app.py is for that. And again, what's the prompt.py? Prompt.py means here, means like whenever you are giving any prompt to chatbot, for example, you are using chat gpt, right? Or you are using any other AI tools, whether it's black box, right? You are giving some prompts, right? So for that, to capture that particular prompts, we need a file so that it can capture it successfully. So prompt.py is for that particular thing, that whenever user is giving any prompts, for that reason you should able to capture, okay, okay, basically I am giving my name is Avinash, right? So chatbot will think, okay, the person is telling his name as Avinash, and for the second prompt, I tell him that I've been working as a data analyst, or I've been working as a data scientist, right? Or I am applying for this job as a data scientist or data analyst, right? So what this chatbot will do? Chatbot will identify, okay, this person name is Avinash, his email ID is so and so, his phone number is so and so. So basically, prompts is for that, okay. And again, what is chatbot logic.py, okay. For example, I have given the prompt to you, right? I have given, okay, my name is Avinash. Chatbot will ask, what is your name? I will tell him my name is Avinash. But behind the screen, what happens? Chatbot thinks, ki, okay, now I have asked his name. What's the next thing? The next thing is I should ask its contact details, whether it's email ID, whether it's phone number, right? So behind the scenes, what's happening? Chatbot is creating his logic. Logic means what to ask further, the further questions, right? So here chatbot logics is for that. And this takequestions.py, what is that for? Basically, this chatbot, what it does, uh, let me explain you what this chatbot does. So you are applying for any job, right? You are going on LinkedIn, or you are going on Naukri, or Indeed, or some any particular means like job application websites, okay. You are going there, so you might have noticed that whenever you are applying for certain jobs, a chatbot appears somewhere in between, right? And he asks for you the certain questions, and he collects your information, and that information is being delivered to the HR team or the manager of that particular company, or whoever is the hiring partner, whoever is hiring for that particular roles. So basically our chatbot will do the same thing. Our chatbot will help us hiring. So what can we rename this as? Hiring chatbot assistant. Okay, so I am renaming this file. I will be renaming it as, my bad, hiring chatbot assistant. So basically what it will do, for example, uh, I am Avinash and I am applying for data scientist job role, right? And with me Vishwajit is there. Vishwajit is applying for some ML engineer or for AI engineer job role, right? So the questions pertaining to different roles will vary, right? uh, for me, they will ask the questions about EDA, they will ask some basics of ML, they will ask some of, you can say, deep learning concept, right? So they will mix the questions and they will ask. But again, when Vishwajit is applying for AI or ML job role, so the questions will be not related to EDA part. Okay, most of the questions will be upon, you can say, the LLMs part, means like the deep learning part, NLP part, computer vision part. So how chatbot will think it, right? So for that reason, take questions.py is there. Take questions py means, whenever some person is coming and he is filling his details inside that chatbot, so that chatbot will automatically think and he will give the questions according to that particular candidate, whether that candidate is applying for software engineer, front end engineer, front end developer, back end developer, data analyst. So I hope you have understood what uh, did this take questions.py file does, right? And again, what is utils.py does? Util.py does means like utility functions. Utility functions again here means what? For which context, means like context, again here, it varies from person to person. Means like whenever I am going to certain interview and I have some different skills, right? So my context will be different. For example, how interviewer interviews you, how he asks your questions, right? So he will ask certain questions, right? He will ask, okay, or tell me about your experience, or you are a fresher, then tell me about your projects. So you will say, okay, I have done some EDF projects and I have done this. So for example, you have told, okay, I was doing EDF project and in my data there were certain outliers, and using my outlier analysis, I have done this. So what the next question interviewer will ask? He will not ask with the questions which is being displayed on his or her screen. He will ask the question related to you. Ki, okay, you handle the outliers. Then tell me what are the different techniques to handle the outliers, right? So obviously there are different techniques like 3R techniques is there, winsorization is there, trimming is there. Again, you will answer these all things. Again, he will ask what is winsorization. So basically the interviewer, the questions, it will depends upon person to person, right? And what is this data handler.py? Data handler.py means, it will store the data of that particular candidate. Okay, and this you might have understood, ki data of particular candidate, basically what it means like, I am Avinash, my phone number is this, my email ID is this, uh, I am being interviewed for data and analyst. So basically, and these are all the questions which was being asked by chatbot, and these were the questions which I answered correctly, and these were the questions which I answered wrong, right? So these all data will be there in data handler.py, right? And requirement.txt means, again what are the certain libraries needed to operate this particular chatbot, right? The very first library which I've told you, obviously we will be using Streamlit, right? So basically in requirement.txt we stores what all things is needed for that, right? And this readme file is again the documentation of the project, okay? Basically documentation means the overview and all those things from A to Z, means like this file also you can see here. This file also means it's certain type of documentation is there, okay? So these all things are there, and it will be going step by step. Like on the very first day we will be discussing about apps.py, then prompts.py, then logic.py. So you can see here how many .py files are there and how many things we have to do it, right? So here when we will scroll down, and I want you guys that whenever you are going to start this project, right? So before starting it, okay, you need to read this doc. Why I prepared this doc? I prepared this doc for you guys, so that if you will read this doc, then you will be able to get the things, okay? These are the things which is going to carried out throughout our journey, so that you will be aware, you will not be a totally blank watching this video, okay? Okay, why I'm writing this certain line of code, why I'm doing this, why I'm doing this. It's like basically you will be prepared, you will be prepared, you will be doing your homework. You are doing your homework and then you are coming to the meet. And if you are doing your homework and coming to the meet, so what will happen? It will help you to catch the things properly and make you learn the things in a more easier way, okay? So you can see here, means like I have written here in detail what basically this app.py file does. It launches the Streamlit interface, and these all things again chatbot.logic, which I have explained you what it does. It will just greet you कि, okay, I am this I am chatbot. And then it will information information collection means your information, your name, your date of birth, age, phone number, email id, etc., everything, okay? So this will be the second most thing. Third will be recognizing the tech stack. Tech stack, recognizing tech stack means again for what interview, for what job role you are being interviewed for, whether you are applying for front end developer, back end developer, data analyst, data scientist, so and so on, right? And ending conversation as well. Ending conversation means कि, okay, you have agreed, sorry, you have attempted all these questions, you have answered all these questions, now what? You have to end the conversation, right? You will not simply ghost the candidate कि, okay, you have done this, now you can get lost. No, you have to end the conversation in a polite way, right? So for this way ending conversation is there. Again, it will call the prompt function from where? Prompts dot py. Prompt.py, again I explained you what basically prompts.py does. What prompts.py does? Whenever you are giving any prompt, right? Whenever you are giving any prompt, for example, uh, the chatbot asked you ki, okay, what are the means like after you have treated the outliers, so what are the what do you mean by transformation, right? So you will answer certainly कि, okay, there are six types of the transformations, like log transformation, exponential transformation. So basically what this app.py will do, it will collect this information, it will call the prompt function, and the prompt function will send to the API of LLM. API of LLM means basically this is a chatbot, but again, questions where we will be generating that. That will be through, we will blend an API, and through Gen AI, we will be delivering questions. We will not be writing questions of our own, right? Certainly, some AI is there who is generating the questions. We are the bridge between them. A chatbot is a bridge. कि, okay, this is a chatbot. Whenever a user is feeding some instructions or feeding some answers. So it will go to this API, and this API will connect to the Gen AI, and Gen AI will verify whether this question is correct or not. And if it is yes or no, it will just send to our chatbot, and then our chatbot will rectify. Okay, these all things are there. So the in logic.py we have to write those. In prom.ppy again, greeting is there, contain structured prompt templates. Structured prompt templates means, okay, first you will greet them, second you will ask his name, then his phone number, so like this, right? And this take questions py generator means like the same thing, which I've explained earlier when I was just giving you the overview. Take questions means it will generate 3 to 5 questions, and again, from where that question will come, that question will not, chatbot will not generate of its own. Chatbot will blend an API, and through an API that chatbot, that questions will come from an AI tool, Gen AI tool. Okay, so that will be there. And again, utils.py, this is a helper function, means like it will validate ki, okay, your phone number is correct or not. It's like, and the interview what you are going into it, whether you are handling the context, it's like it's appropriate or not, right? And also it will detect ki, okay, for example, you are not interested in it, right? So instead of typing yes yes yes, you just press the close button there. You are not interested in giving the interview to a particular chatbot, right? So you will definitely, what you will do, you will just go here and you will just click click on the close button. So these all things utils.py will handle. Data handler.py, basically this is for data storage, and this data storage will be again in a JSON file. Okay, and config.py, it will say, set OpenAI, means like LLM model will be there, API keys will be there. It will contain these all things, right? And requirements.txt means it will include like txt file, streamlit, OpenAI, python.env file. It's like these all things will be there. And again, when we will move forward, you can see here there are sample breakdown, means like first what you will do, it will launch the UI, means user interface. After launching the user interface, what it will do, it will just run the streamlit our app.py file. And when we run this particular py file, then what it does, the user will open the chatbot, and chatbot dot logic dot py triggers, means like it will greet using prompt.py. So you are understanding how our code is interlinked by each thing, right? Then what happens in the step 3, I have entered my information, uh, that okay, my name is so and so and I am being interviewed for so and so, right? Then again, after getting my information, my phone number and everything, what will happen, it will just generate me some technical questions. And after generating the technical questions, after I have answered all of these things, my response will be logged. And then again, end of the chat, keyword, means like in that chatbot, in that chat itself, when it will be at the end, chatbot logic.end conversations will play in role. And there we can, means like by using this we can end our conversation, right? And you can see here, means like project details is there, streamlit is there. We have to install, our requirement.txt is streamlit is there, we have to install it. OpenAI we have to install, we have to install python.net.env. So these all things we will discuss in details. And you can see here, means like I have written some sample code also. Okay, I have written some sample code also, that how it will go through. So you can just go through it. Right now I will be not explaining the code, because if I will explaining the code in the Google Doc file, so what will be the use for that, right? So yes, I will be explaining it, but when I will be using VS Code, I will be writing this code, and then I will be explaining one by one. Okay, these all things means this particular line of code does this. Okay, so I will just do this. And also to share one thing, means like how will your files will look like, right? How your means like everything will look like. So just here you can see here my folder is there, uh, talent scout hiding AI assistant, right? So you can see here all these all folders and files will be generated inside yours, and a streamlit folder will be there. In that, config file will be there, and we will open it. You can see here, okay, these all things again you have to create it. So basically these all files you have to be created. And again, when I have talked about the logs, the conversation, you can see here the conversation means like test log. First I've used my name John, then John Doe. Then you can see here I have used my name here Avinash Kumar, Avinash. Basically this is the details which is being getting logged, which I was talking about. You can see here, it's like this many times I have used it. You can see here, as you will scroll it down, you can see here how many times. Means like basically why it's showing this many times, because at the starting what I did, I was just trying and testing my code. So for that reason, means like every time when I test, that many times I have to enter it. But when my chatbot have been successfully being implemented, you can see here, means like my name was there, my email ID is being stored, my this phone number is stored. Then he asked me about my experience. My experience was 2 years. Then he asked me about my experience in job role. I told her that I have experience of 2 years as a data analyst. Then he asked me my location, Pune. Similarly, one of my friend Hardik Upadhyay has also logged in. He also told that he was a software developer. He's from Pune, and the experience he was having was in SQL. Again, I have logged in mine, and again one of my friend Deepak Swalkar have logged in. He told, means like he had given his phone number, he had given 1 years of experience, and again experience was in Python developer. Then he is from Nagpur, and his expertise is in Django. So he wanted to get interviewed with Django. Okay, so these all things are there, many more things are there, many more interesting things are there. And yes, you just keep following me, keep you just subscribe my channel. Again, why subscribe it? Because you will not get the notification why I am when I am coming live, right? So basically, if you will subscribe, then you will certain follow the things. Okay, there is an important of every separate py file. Yes, Vishwajit, there is an importance of every separate py file, as I have told you. Like app.py file, it will basically, app.py file is our heart. Okay, app.py file is our heart, logic.py file is our brain. So basically every body parts have its certain functions, right? So similarly, just assume that these py files, means like there were 7 to 8 py files were there. Just assume these are the 7 body parts of our body. Means like we have uh, 5 sense organs, right? And someone is having 6 sense also, so right? So 6 sense are there, and our body to perform these 6 sense should occur. If our eyes are not performing right, then will I say that my body is being functioning well? No. If my ears is not performing well, then obviously it's no. My tongue is not performing well, so obviously it's no. Okay, so that is the important. Every sense organ is important in our body. Similarly, every py file is important for this particular thing, for this project. So I hope I have answered your question, right? And how it is important, I have also discussed that. I have discussed that in short, because today was the introductory session. so that you can get through it. Okay, these all things are there. And tomorrow we will discuss one py file each day, one by one. If that py file is long, and if we exceed our video, then what we will do, we will just take couple of days to understand those things, right? So within a week or within 10 days we will be completing this project. And after completing this project we will be starting with different that I will convey you once we will be completing those. Okay, so do you have any doubts, Vishwajit? You can just give your thumbs up if you don't have. Okay, sir. Okay, okay, then I am just ending this live stream. And tomorrow means like most probably I will come at afternoon. Okay, because today was Sunday and tomorrow I am having my office, so most probably I am getting free in my lunch time. So 2 to 3 means like somewhere between that you will get notified. I'm just telling you the time, so just be prepared that time, and we will be discussing that things, the same thing tomorrow, right? So till then just keep practicing it, and see you tomorrow then. Bye bye, take care, Jai Hind.